PricewaterhouseCoopers flagship headquarters of the West Midlands. Would that be a fair assessment?
That's fair, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My name is Geoff Thompson. I'm founder and chair of the Youth Charter and deputy chair of Birmingham 2022 Commonwealth Games. There are faces I do know and there are faces I don't know, which is a good thing, because that's what we were hoping to attract, albeit with all the autumnal challenges we've had by way of weather. So the first thank you is for getting here and the achievement of being able to be representative of your respective organisations. There are people who have not been able to join us for the obvious reasons that I've just made reference to, and there are some who are trying to make their way here, but there are some who are using the interactive digital age to join us. So we have not only those from the West Midlands, but we do have 5 countries from across the 5 continents who are part of the Youth Charter Global Network. And they will be logging in and observing this important day. And it is an important day, because there's always the case, someone always arrives as you begin. Shma, how are you? Welcome. Thank you. Thank you. But ultimately, this is part of an ongoing journey that is, by March 23rd of this year, 29 years in its making. The Youth Charter is a result of the bidding, hosting and legacy of major games. So it's for that reason that we are here in Birmingham, and we are part of what the Birmingham legacy will look like by way of each and every one of you participating this morning. You're all here because you have an interest in young people. You're all here because you have an interest in community. And you're all here because I'm hoping you'll want to see in how many days, Abigail, so I'll put you on the spot, how many more days now before the July 28th opening ceremony heralds the Commonwealth Games? Matt, you said 22 months.
I was going to say it's probably about 157.
157. I've been trying to keep count, but I'm afraid I'm 4 days in Birmingham with little sleep, so I'm completely dependent on those of you who are Brummies. And if I've used the wrong term, I seek your forgiveness. I'm an outsider.
It's 159.
159.
Yeah.
Thank you. But without the whole multi-agency collaboration that only games bring together, or major events by way of a civic or city pride, or local people being proud of their city, of their communities, resides now as we now mark a number of days that lead up to and include the games. PricewaterhouseCoopers are one of the major partners of Birmingham 2022, but are a lot more invested in their communities, and not only here, but abroad. So I'm going to introduce you to Matt Hammond, because he is our host. We've worked very closely over the last number of months, and it's great tribute to his commitment to not only the games, but the legacy of what it could look like, should look like, must look like, that we're here today. He has the regional West Midlands responsibility for PricewaterhouseCoopers in all its forms, as well as the international portfolio as well. So Matt, over to you.
Thank you, Geoff, and look, good morning everybody, and a really warm welcome. As I said, let me add my congratulations to what Geoff has just said for actually making it here, because I'm glad we're doing it on Saturday, because if we'd been doing this yesterday, then I think we all would have probably been tucked away at home. It's a great privilege for us to welcome you into this office. Normally this is a hive of activity Monday to Friday. There are lots of our teams that work through the weekends, but the important bit for our firm is that our people, first of all, our clients, and then the communities that we serve. So first of all, in terms of our people, some colleagues who are also in the room. I'm going to start just because Evie's just sat down over there. So Evie heads up our recruitment, has a couple of specific responsibilities which I think are relevant to the communities we serve. Richard is co-chair of our Inclusion and Diversity Council, along with Armston. So we do an awful lot in terms of the different ethnicity, different backgrounds that people come from that work within this organisation. There are normally 2,500 people based in this office. So as you might imagine, particularly based in Birmingham, we have representatives literally from across the world that work here as well. And then we have 2 of our very newest joiners, in fact. So our 2 colleagues here at the back. Do you want to just say hello, guys?
I'm Ben. We're technology degree apprentices.
So our technology degree apprentice at the University of Birmingham, also a partner to the Games, University of Birmingham, is very much aimed at delivering skills into young people. They look a damn sight younger than I do, and you definitely are, in a way that will help them develop careers going forward and accelerate their development into professional services as well. In terms of the communities we serve, our great aspiration for this building is that actually it is not just a place where people work Monday to Friday, but actually we serve our communities. So being able to offer you access today is a privilege for us to be able to host you. And then lastly, look, our involvement in the Games is, a lot of people think when corporates, and you probably see us as a corporate in all honesty, PwC, but when corporates get involved in Games, you probably think, well, they just want the tickets and the entertainment for clients, etc. Right, when we did a deal with the Games, and I think I was part of the team that negotiated it with them, we said, actually, we don't want any of that. If you force some of that on us, we'll take some of it, but we don't really want any of that. What we want to do, we're a purpose-led organisation, is to make sure that we are helping to develop kids and digital skills in kids that they don't currently have, and that's been exacerbated as an issue obviously by the pandemic. And actually we want to do community programs that are much more relevant to that often used word legacy, but actually what really happens for you and through our communities over the course of the next 12 months is important in the context of the Birmingham Games, but needs to continue to happen for many years afterwards because of the very nature of the issues that we face in what is a very rich community of different interests. But ultimately, let's be also clear, for all the glitz and the glamour of the Games and the fireworks and everything that go off in opening ceremonies, you know, the real challenges that many of our communities face. Last but by no means least, so if you need anything at all in the next few hours, just ask Evie, Richard, the guys, myself, Chris, Jamie, the team who've welcomed you in as well. We're not planning any alarms today, so if there are any, then we will escort you to where you need to go to safely. If anybody needs any of the facilities at all, then it's literally back out through the corridor to the left, back to the reception area where Chris and others welcomed you, and then the washrooms and the like around the back by the lifts as well. So I hope you have a very productive morning, and again a great privilege to host you all as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Geoff?